Hey, I'm working on my 1970 M35A2, and I called Garrett with Tactical Repair he's on YouTube, and he's also on Steel Soldiers. He goes by Jeep Sinker. I called him with a problem that I had. This thing sat for a couple weeks, and I went to start it before Heritage Days in town and move it because the neighborhood kids have been screwing with it. So I went to move it uptown. I got in it, fired it up, put it in first, let out the clutch, and damn near hit the tree in the neighbor's yard over there. So I called him and asked him if it could be the master cylinder, because this thing had awesome brakes on it. It was better than my 76 that I drive all the time. And I couldn't believe when the pedal went to the floor. But come to find out, I did the other side. I replaced the wheel cylinder. It wasn't bad, but somebody'd put .3 in it. So I replaced it, repacked the bearings, new seals in it, and got it all back together. I run into a problem. The inner nuts, the thimbles, the square heads busted off of them. So I peeled the whole hub and the wheel and everything off of it with the inner tire on it, and picked it up with I can't even think right now. Come along, and put it in the trunk of the car. Took it over to work and ended up welding a couple of the outer nuts on it, and I still had to heat them up with a torch to get them off. And then I took and pulled the drum off of it, and I did a little modification to it. You'll see in a separate video. Make it a hell of a lot easier to just get the drum off instead of pulling the whole hub and everything, especially if you just done the bearings and you really don't want to get into doing them again. So yeah. So what I run into on this side is right here. I pulled the boots back on this side, and fluid ran out. This side dripped. This side right here dripped, but this side it just ran out. It looked like somebody poured a 3-liter Coke bottle full of brake fluid out. So I got 6 wheel cylinders. I'm going to end up replacing all 6. Well, I got 2 right now. I got the other 4 coming from Big Mike's, along with a couple extra copper washers, because you never know when the hell you're going to split one. So I don't know, I may end up, this looks pretty good, I may end up reusing that. And the outer one's an OEM. It's not one of the Korean ones, it's not one of the New Stars. So, and Garrett did a video on doing these, and he had a tab break off. Well, it doesn't just happen with the New Stars. It'll happen with the ones with the fingers too, because it happened on the other side. So now I got 3 left. So I'm gonna have to reuse at least one of these. This one was leaking gear oil out the back, but that's because when I pulled it apart, there was no felt or anything in the keyway. So it ended up being just oil seeping into it, and the bearings don't have any grease at all on them. Oh shit, I put them in the trunk of the car already. Excuse my mess. But yeah, so that's where I'm at on this. I'm gonna end up replacing all 6 wheel cylinders, rebuilding the air pack on it, and probably rebuilding the master or getting a new one. Depends on how bad it looks when I get it off. They're like $100 or so, 120, something like that. That air pack's like going going for like 5. So I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching.